Hi, I'm Ryan, and this is Wondering About Wolves. Today, we're looking at the Wolves versus Chelsea match preview.
Yeah, the big Premier League clash coming up at Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
So, what have we got first on the agenda today?
The information about the game.
Okay, what have you been finding out? What information have you been finding out about this game then?
Chelsea are in a bad run of form in the league, having won only one of their last 5 games.
Yeah, you're right. Chelsea are on a bad run of form. Not as bad as us.
No, worse.
We're on a worse run of form, but yeah, Chelsea have been struggling for the levels that Chelsea normally achieve. And let's hope we can go there and maybe a few of the players are a bit shot of confidence because of this bad run of form, and we can take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, definitely. Chelsea have sacked their manager, Frank Lampard.
They have, that was big news. Frank Lampard being sacked, 18 months in charge, but Chelsea, notoriously bad for sacking managers. They never give people a lot of time. Once the manager goes into a little bit of bad form, they get the axe and they get the next guy. Chelsea and Watford are another team. They just, they go through manager after manager after manager. But thankfully, we've stuck with Nuno.
Yeah, and we've been in a worse run of form.
We have been in a worse run of form, but we've stuck with him, and that's the way to, you've got to see it through. You're getting these bad runs of form. There's no point keep changing manager, and that's what Chelsea have done. But thankfully, and I'm glad that we've made the decision. We're sticking with Nuno, and hopefully we'll keep supporting him, keep backing him.
Wolves defeated Chelsea earlier in the season at Molineux, winning 2-1.
Yeah, that was one of our best results of the season, wasn't it? Beating Chelsea. Pedro Neto scoring, getting that late goal. We was all over the moon that night. And if we could get to Stamford Bridge and win 2-1 again, happy days.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next on the agenda?
What we need to worry about.
Oh, yeah. We've got a lot to worry about nowadays, haven't we?
Yeah.
What have you been finding out that we need to worry about for this match?
Chelsea spent over 200 million in the summer transfer window on big name players like Silva and Werner.
Yeah, and Ziyech they're signed as well. The goalkeeper, Kai Havertz, they're signed as well. Yeah, they're throwing a lot of money at him. So what that tells us is there's a lot of players there with big names, big reputations. Players that have done it in the past and can do it again. So although they're in a bad run of form, let's not forget they still have got quality in their side.
Yeah. Wolves have already lost the same amount of games this season as they did during the whole of last season.
Have we really?
Yeah. That is shocking.
So we're halfway through, remember now, we're halfway through the season. So at the halfway stage, we've already lost the same amount of games as we lost in the whole of last season.
And we're going to lose more, aren't we?
Oh, obviously, yeah, we're going to lose more as well, yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a worrying statistic that you found there, a disappointing statistic, yeah. Okay, what's next?
Chelsea could get a new manager bounce.
They could get a new manager bounce, yeah. I mean, Lampard's gone, and if by the time the match takes place they've got a new manager in position,
they'll want to impress.
That the players will want to impress.
They'll do the best.
They will. They'll be up for it, and if they've been struggling in recent weeks, maybe that the new manager coming in, like you say, will give them a bounce, give them a lift, and that could positively affect the performance of Chelsea wanting to impress the new manager.
Yeah.
So for us, that is something to worry about. What's next on the agenda?
Next, it's Dylan's Fact of the Day.
N'Golo Kante is forbidden from voiding the Nemesis at Alton Towers due to height restrictions.
Thanks for that, Dylan. Next on the agenda is the teams.
Yeah, okay, the team. So you've put down the team you would play and the team you think Nuno will play.
Yeah.
So tell us about your team that you would play first.
Right, I would play a 5-3-2.
Okay, back
And
five.
Patricio in goal.
Yeah.
And then Semedo right back.
Yeah.
And then Bali Kariusai centre defence.
Yeah.
And Nuri left back.
Right, so you're going for the back five.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying, let's go back to the back five.
Yeah. And because Chelsea are an attacking team.
Yeah, Chelsea will come at us.
Back.
You're right. Chelsea will come at us. So yeah, five at the back is more secure. And you've got Saïss, I noticed now. Saïss missed the game against Chorley. I don't know why. We haven't saw anything.
Found anything, so we've put him in. There's nothing out.
We're assuming that Saïss was rested for the Chorley game, and he wasn't injured. That's why, we guess he's fit.
Yeah.
We haven't saw anything to say he's injured.
No. Then in midfield, then Doncat, Neves, and Otasowie.
Ooh.
I don't play Otasowie because they have some big players, and on set pieces we haven't been doing as well.
No,
We need tall people.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Moutinho won't help.
Yeah, he's a little guy, and he ain't been in the best of form as is Moutinho anyway. So you've gone for Owen Otasowie to come in. Good shout, okay.
And then up front, Adama and Neto.
Right, I see what you've done. You've gone with Adama and Neto. Even though they're normally both wide players, you're asking them to play centrally as a two. And I can understand why, because Silva and Catrone were really poor against Chorley, so even though you're getting wide players and asking them to play through the middle, I think they'll still be more effective than Silva and Catrone would. So, okay, that's your team. And then tell us what you think Nuno will do.
I think the formation's going to be different. I think he'll play a 5-2-3.
Okay, so you'd only go with the 2 strikers, but you think he's going to go with the 3 up top. Right, okay. So what differences do you think Nuno will have to you then?
Well, I think the defence is going to be the same. I think Patricia's going to be in goal as well. And then in midfield, I think instead of
Otasowie,
Moutinho, I think he'll still play.
Yeah, you think so you've crossed Otasowie out for his team, haven't you?
Yes.
So you play Otasowie, but you don't think Nuno will. You think
he'll just play
Neves and Moutinho as a 2.
Yes.
And play the 3 up top. And who's the 3 up top you've written down that you think?
Adama, Silva and Neto.
Yeah, so there you've got Nuno playing Adama and Neto wide, where is their more natural position, but you've got him playing Silva in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could well be the case. That wouldn't surprise me at all. What's next on your agenda?
The prediction.
Okay, what are you going for?
I think I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Okay.
Draw.
That wouldn't be a bad result, would it? Going to Chelsea and getting a 1-1.
Better than losing.
I'll take it now, to be honest. If somebody said to me, you can have a 1-1 draw, I'd take it. I wouldn't be like, oh no, I want to go for it. I think I'd take it. The 1-1 draw. So you going for 1-1 and Neto, did you say?
Neto.
And he scored against them last time as well, didn't he, Neto? Yeah. I'm not as optimistic as you.
Oh.
I think they're going to lose. Yeah.
I hope not.
2-0, 3-1, so by a couple of goals, I think we'll lose. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we can go there and get something, even if we're just picking up a point like you've got. But I'm not really confident going into the game. With this new manager coming in for Chelsea, I can see them up in their performance. And we're in such a slump at the minute. I don't think Chelsea's the game we're going to turn it round on. Maybe next time when we play Palace, that's more of a chance for us to turn our form around. But I don't really hold any great hope of us going to Chelsea and getting anything.
Okay.
What's next on the agenda?
The sign-off.
Okay, well, over to you for signing off then.
So, make sure you like, subscribe and comment down below your predictions for the game.
Right, like and subscribe and comment down below. Is that on a computer?
Yeah.
Tell them then. Say, do it on the computer. They know it's on the computer.
And
hang on a bit though. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Is that on a laptop?
Yes.
Tell them. Say, do it. You can do it on a laptop.
They know. Okay. And
But they might not know this one. Like, comment, subscribe down below.
Yes.
Mobile phone. Tell them, say, you can also
They know
They can do that on the mobile. They can do that, can't they? That's always right. They can do it on a mobile phone.
And make sure you join us next time for the Wolves versus Chelsea match review.
How about a tablet?